Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see Philadelphia against the Pistons. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. So the Pistons will get the first possession. Now Jokic. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Nowitzki. Lets it go from deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's Doncic. Crafty move. And Doncic with the jam.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real. And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. And just about a minute into this first quarter, Durant's shot is off. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul of the game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
Timeout, home team.
And some changes here for Detroit. We played just over a minute here in the first. Right side, Wembanyama. Back to Doncic. Tries again. Out to Thompson. A good look from Doncic. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Doncic has gotten his second bucket.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds a shot.
Thompson outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Lets it fly from 18. First shot won't go. This one for three. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Kicks it to Doncic. Now here's Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Pass to Weber to get back on track. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Over to the wing. The three from Wembanyama. The rebound by Duncan. Detroit trails by 8. Here's Weber. Back to Wembanyama. He shoots. Can't hit that one.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a...
Do you wanna ride? We can get you flag. And run a night. Text me and I just might. Get you flag. Come run a night.
Not first, you're last. Champions don't come in second. I shoot my shot like I'm stepping. Shot and play times with my friends.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. The tip-off goes to Detroit. Now, Jokic. Left side, out of the Kumbo. Connects from three-point range. Giannis has got the game going with his first points of the game for Detroit. Clark, what we appreciate, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. Yeah, he seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down to earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
Outside, Porzingis fires the three. Out to the right wing. And it falls over the rim and in.
At this distance, Kristaps Porzingis is more than comfortable. I mean, he's got such a nice high release and a really soft, beautiful touch.
Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? I mean, the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
Hey, give Jokic credit. He's worked hard on his body and his defensive game. That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Left side, Butler. Over Wade. Detroit, no good that time either. And Albuquerque with the possession. 4-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by Roy. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Embiid in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
Well, you know, that's the kind of competitive spirit Embiid plays with. I mean, if you knock one down on him, he's looking for you the next trip down.
Here's Wembanyama. And Weber throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three from Wembanyama. Rebound by Albuquerque. We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
Drains the three-pointer.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Now, here's Wade. Nothing on the board. Pass to Roy. Back to Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, you got to really appreciate and respect how steadfast Duncan is. I mean, he's always under control and composed. Keeps his team focused on the task at hand, and that's extremely valuable.
And Duncan drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And here's Embiid. Pass to Wade. Takes the three. Traps in the tray.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Tim Duncan has been on display for Albuquerque. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Porzingis can't hit. Roy with it. Out to Duncan. Back to Roy. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Roy's got the lead up to 4 now for Albuquerque. KD looking around. And here's Giannis from outside. Thomas with the steal. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. For Albuquerque, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Albuquerque leading by 5. Outside Roy. Going inside. Here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity. It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
Substitution on the floor.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Shot clock at 6. Here's Arenas. And again, it's Albuquerque.
Agent Zero, a.k.a. Gilbert Arenas on the pick and roll. That is a problem. You have to stop the ball first because Arenas is looking to score.
Fires from the line. Durant, no good.
2 minutes.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Shakes him. Durant going to work inside.
Durant so good at finishing in tight. Excellent in the paint.
And a wide open look for Arenas. And again, it's Albuquerque.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively. Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock too.
Outside Arenas. In the corner. Tatum with it. The 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Antetokounmpo looking it over. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. They lead by 4.
First personal foul. Team second.
And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
From deep, Arenas. Outside, Porzingis. Over Robinson. And Detroit again with the bucket. And Albuquerque with the possession. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Tatum. The tray. And it's Durant with the rebound. From deep, Antetokounmpo. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, you know, even when he makes them, the defense doesn't mind seeing Giannis shooting threes.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Get ready. Substitution on the floor.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Detroit as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And here's Jokic outside. On the wing, Thompson. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
The three. Butler, no good. Albuquerque trails by 4. Jokic a screen. Barrett drops it in from 14 feet away. Barrett's got his first points of the game.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
And so here's Albuquerque. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Some changes for Albuquerque.
First team foul. Substitution on the floor.
Here's Thomas. He has yet to score. Driving to the basket. Yep, that one goes.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Embiid goes in, and Embiid throws it down.
The defense can't slow Embiid on the drive. I mean, he's just got so much body mass and momentum. Hard to stop him.
Wembanyama. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, and speed and strength coming together for Wade on that drive.
Albuquerque shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Weber. Back to Butler. Now, here is Weber. To the right side. And here is Butler. 4 on the clock. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. It's tipped. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And Albuquerque with the possession. Here's Duncan. Albuquerque again can't hit it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
A 3 from Wembanyama. And it's Wade with the rebound. Pass to Roy. For the lead. Cans it from downtown. Roy's got 8 points.
One of Roy's specialties is the catch and shoot. Outstanding in that regard.
Outside for Wembanyama. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside Arenas. And it's Jokic in the corner. No good on the 3. And So Wembanyama will bring it up for the Pistons. It's a one-point game. Down low, here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pistons lead by 3. And well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Detroit leading by 3. Now, here's Jokic. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Not many bigs can slow down KB once he gets around the rim.
Here's Embiid. Rebound by the Pistons.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Tipped away. Stolen by Roy. Porzingis with the steal. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Tries it from 19. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Now it's a 7-point Detroit lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And boy, it just seems like they are blocking everything. All throughout this game, they have just wreaked havoc defensively.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
And it looks like this is where Wade's at his best. Moving, playing downhill.
And Jokic throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Jokic. It's hauled in by Duncan.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Thomas, no luck. Pistons leading by 7.